I give you Chapter 3. Mountain of Love. The next day Izuku left to go to school. As he left his room he met Yu leaving her room. A bombardment of thoughts started to swell his brain. Before he could even think of what to say, Yu turned toward him. Right at that moment Izuku kind of panicked and walked away quickly. As Izuku walked off he kept thinking on how he acted. Why did I walk away? I mean, she probably hates me now, so I'll save her the bother of even seeing me, Izuku thought. 3. However, Yu was still outside her apartment door, but was sitting on the floor, covering her face with her hands. Ah, he hates me now. I knew it. He now thinks I'm that type of woman, Yu thought. 8. Yu then walked out of the apartment building and to her Kamui Woods agency. When she arrived she got changed into her hero outfit in the changing rooms and got ready for hero patrol. Oh hey Mount Lady. We've been assigned for a patrol together, Kamui Woods called out. Pass, Yu said. Hey. But it's my agency, I've already made the decision, Kamui Woods said. Fine. Yu said. Kamui Woods was delighted, however Yu couldn't have been more agitated. As they patrolled around the area, Yu saw a UA student being grabbed by the shirt collar. It was a certain Greenette. What did I say, Deku? You're just a worthless piece of human garbage. You can't even fight back. Bakugo yelled. Kachan, please. We're not allowed to use our quirks until we get hero licenses, Izuku said, covering his face from attacks. 1. TCH, pathetic Deku. No wonder Uraraka left you. You won't even be able to even survive the sports festival, so don't bother going, Bakugo said, kicking Izuku in the ribs, which made Izuku fall to the floor. 8. Hey. What are you doing? Yu called out. Nothing of your concern, Bakugo said. Kamui Woods then restrained Bakugo with his quirk, so he wouldn't try to escape. What the fuck do you think you're doing? Bakugo said. We'll have to report this to your school and tell them what you did, Kamui Woods said. 3. Kamui Woods took Bakugo away with him. As they left, Izuku tried to get up, but Yu stopped him. Hey, stop. You need medical attention, Yu said. Izuku looked up at Yu. It was only then she noticed his cut across his nose, his bruise that was covering his eye, and his throat that had been singed by Bakugo's quirk. It's fine. I need to get to school. Recovery girl can patch me up, Izuku said. Fine, but I'll take you there. She carried him on her back with his head resting in her shoulder. Yu started walking and then suddenly asked, Hey, might I ask, but what happened back there? Oh, that. Well, it's all my fault really, because I left my apartment in a rush. This morning I ran into Kachan, who I usually avoid, but I wasn't think so I ended up meeting him, Izuku said. Well, what he did was unacceptable. I mean, how could he do that to a fellow classmate? Yu said angrily. Well, no one in my class really cares about me. It's not like they hate me, it's just I'm seen as dangerous due to my quirk, so people only talk to me during lunch. Besides, no one care about me anyway. My mom doesn't come home most nights to avoid me. My girlfriend dumped me because I wasn't good enough, and my neighbor probably hates me now, Izuku said. Why would that neighbor hate you? Yu said, intrigued at the fact that Izuku didn't know Yu was Mount Lady. 8. Well, I did something really embarrassing, and the next morning I ran away because I was embarrassed, and that what led to this happening. She was one person that seemed to actually like me as a person, but now she probably hates me now. 3. I don't hate you, you thought? I'm sure she doesn't hate you. Why would she hate someone like you? Just talk to her again, and I'm sure you two will be on good terms again, Yu said. Really? Izuku said. Of course. I'm sure she feels the same way, Yu said. They soon arrived at UA and Izuku got the day off due him being exhausted from Recovery Girl's quirk. He then went home and met Yu waiting outside her apartment. "Hey Yu," Izuku called out. "Oh hey Izuku." She was glad at how he followed her advice. "So how was school?" she asked. "Oh something came up, so I got let off early," Izuku said. "You didn't bother asking why." "So Izuku, do you want to hang out this weekend?" Yu asked. Sorry I'm busy, maybe next time?" Izuku said. He opened the door to his apartment and met his mother by the door. She looked at him with a menacing glare. "Oh hey mom, you're home early," Izuku said. She walked towards and slapped him across the face. He stumbled to the floor. "What the fuck are you doing here? You should be at school," Inko said. She was drunk again. Not that she was ever sober these days. "I got let off early," Izuku said. "Liar. You are only becoming a hero because of the pay. I'll be loaded with money if you become a pro hero. You know you owe me this. After all, you were born quirkless, which made you father leave me. And 10 years later you finally have a quirk. So now you're gonna send me all the money you receive, got it?" 23. "Yes ma'am," Izuku said. Unfortunately for Inko, Izuku didn't fully close the door, which led to you hearing everything. "And what the hell do you think you're doing?" you asked. Inko turned towards you. "And who the fuck are you?" she said. "That doesn't matter. What does matter is how you're using your son for your own gain," you said. "He's my son L. I can raise him any goddamn way I want," Inko said. Inko then took a swing at you, but you dodged her hand and grabbed it, put her leg in front of Inko's and tripped her and restrained her by keeping her hands behind her back. "Hey you stop," Izuku called out. 7. "No Izuku, you're not in the wrong here. You shouldn't have to work for your dream and have someone else leeching off of you like a goddamn parasite. You should only support those who have supported you," you said. "You bitch, don't take my lottery ticket away from me," Inko said. "You see, she not even calling you her son anymore," you said. You then turned towards Inko. "Oh don't worry, I already called child services to take you away. I doubt you'll see you soon again," you said. 3. A few minutes after the police arrived to take Inko away, Izuku started crying. "Hey Izuku, it's alright, it's not your fault," you said. "It's not that. Now that mom is gone, I'm gonna get kicked out because I can't pay the rent," he said, wiping the tears. 6. "Heya, you wouldn't want to live in with me, would you?" you asked. "Eh," Izuku said. "I mean, if you don't want to, that's fine. I'm just saying it'd be easier because you wouldn't have to change your route to school," you said. "Are you sure? I mean, I don't want to intrude." "Oh, it's okay. You can get your stuff and move in now." Izuku smiled and went into his apartment and gathered his things. While he was doing that, a sudden thought hit you like a freight train. 3. Oh no, my apartment is a mess. 17.